Miss Mundo 2025 by our master strategy, Opal Suchata's recent coronation as Miss Mundo 2025 has unleashed a wave of opinions found. Although his triumph was celebrated by many, the exclusion of some favorites and the surprising classification of others have questioned the transparency and coherence of the criteria of the contest. This report deepens the lights and shadows of Miss Mundo 2025, from the dazzling costume to the jury decisions that left more than one scratching their heads. Beauty pageant crown: diamonds are forever, but queens are eternal. Hello friends. Welcome to Beauty Pageant Crown. Remember to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell and leave your comments. In addition, if they subscribe publicly, we will send you a personalized greeting in our next videos. Let's start. Between Glamour and Misunderstanding criteria. The 2025 edition of Miss Mundo came to an end crowning the Thai Opal Suchata, a triumph that, although for many it was deserved given its outstanding participation and victory in the multimedia challenge, has left behind a bittersweet taste and several questions about the criteria for evaluating the contest. Glamour's deployment was, as always, impeccable. The gala dresses of the candidates varied from classical elegance to more risky proposals, although coherence in the style of the attire chosen by the finalists seemed to lean towards discreet sophistication. However, the connection between the impact of these dresses and the final classification remains, for many, a mystery. The attitude of the jury, as is usually the case in this type of competition, generated debate. The apparent omission of favorites of the public such as South Africa, France, Spain, Chile, Bolivia and Venezuela of the top 40 left many spectators speechless. The popularity and media impact of these candidates did not translate into a classification that many expected, feeding the already recurring speculations about the unpredictability of the beauty criteria of Miss Mundo. The surprising inclusion of Italy in such advanced instances also raised eyebrows. While it is possible that the jury has perceived qualities that were not completely transmitted through the screen, this classification fed the feeling that the evaluation criteria are opaque and, sometimes, contradictory with the public's perceptions. As for a possible arrangement behind the triumph of Miss Thailand, there are no concrete evidence. However, it is undeniable that Opal Suchata did an exhaustive work, thoroughly understanding the DNA of the contest. His nonverbal language was impeccable, and his outstanding participation from the beginning, including his victory in the multimedia challenge and his nomination in the face-to-face, positioned her as a strong contender. His triumph can be attributed, to a large extent, to a well-executed strategy and a clear understanding of what Miss Mundo looks for. However, criticism focuses on the jury's composition and its apparent disconnection with certain challenges. The top model challenge is a clear example. The winners have historically demonstrated a Miss Catwalk than of top model of haute couture, which generates confusion about what is really looking for in this segment. Why not choose a jury with experience in the modeling industry to evaluate this specific challenge? In conclusion, Miss Mundo 2025 gave us a glamour night and the coronation of a deserved queen. However, the feeling that the event suffers from greater transparency in its evaluation criteria and a better alignment between the challenges and the jury's experience persists. The exclusion of favorites and the amazing classification of other candidates only feed the perception of an unpredictability that sometimes stripes in misunderstanding. A reflection is urgent about how the different facets of the contestants are valued so that the contest is perceived as more fair and consistent by their global audience. Were you more surprised by Opal's victory or early elimination of any of the favorites? We want to read your opinions. A very special greeting for our new subscribers. Chayot Kobsorn, Daisy Pathushari, Nizanshala Huage, Diego Luz 316, Shanaida Silva, Ness 063 Abella, Zach Ganem 1 and Josian 19130. Thank you for united to this incredible community. It is a pleasure to have them here and we hope you enjoy the content as much as we enjoy creating it for you. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Your support means everything to us, and together we continue to grow as a community. Do not forget to leave your comment, like this video and subscribe to not miss any of our updates. In addition, we invite you to follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok to always be up to date with our news, exclusive content and the latest developments in the world of glamour and beauty competitions. If you liked this video and want to help us continue creating incredible content, consider giving us or Super Grace as a sample of support for the channel. You are already subscriber or not, your contribution will make a big difference so that we can continue to grow and offer you the best. Your super thanks inspires us to move on. Thank you for being part of this special community. See you in the next video. Until next. Bye. Beauty Pageant Crown, subscribe, comment, follow us on our networks and support us to continue growing.